I never believed in spirits, not ghosts, not demons, not energy, nothing like that. I believed fear came from your brain filling in gaps, from silence, from being tired. That's what I told myself the first time it happened. It started the week after I moved into my apartment. Old building, cheap rent, thin walls, the kind of place where noises don't mean anything. Every night, around the same time, I felt it. Not a sound, not a shadow. Pressure. Like the room was slightly heavier than it should be. Like the air had weight. I checked the clock the first night. 2:38 a.m. I laughed it off. Stress, new place, poor sleep. The second night it happened again. 2:41 a.m. This time I sat up in bed. The pressure didn't go away, it got closer. That's when I noticed something else. My room was too quiet. No AC hum, no cars outside, no neighbours. Just silence so complete it felt intentional. I reached for my phone. The screen wouldn't turn on. I shook it, pressed the button again. Nothing. Then the pressure shifted, right next to my bed. I froze. I remember thinking, don't imagine anything, because once you do, you can't undo it. Then the mattress dipped, slowly, like someone sitting down carefully, trying not to scare me. I stared straight ahead, heart pounding so hard I thought it might make noise. No breathing, no movement, just the weight. After what felt like hours, it lifted. The room felt normal again. My phone turned on like nothing happened. The time said 2:43 a.m. I didn't sleep after that. The next morning I checked the floor. No footprints, no marks on the bed. I told myself it was sleep paralysis. That explanation worked until night 3. Night 3, I didn't sleep at all. I stayed awake, lights on, TV playing quietly. 2:39 a.m. The pressure returned. Lights still on, eyes open. This time, it didn't sit on the bed. It stood. I could feel it, right behind me. You know how you can tell when someone is close without touching you? That instinct. Every cell in my body was screaming, "Don't turn around." Then I heard it. Not a voice. Breathing. Slow. Deep. Patient. Too close. I whispered, "Hello," without meaning to. The breathing stopped. A few seconds passed. Then something leaned down and whispered back. It said my name. Not loud, not threatening, like it had been waiting to say it. I jumped up, spun around, lights blazing. Nothing. No one. I didn't sleep in my bedroom again for a week. I stayed on the couch, left every light on. Nothing happened. I started to relax. That's when it followed me. I felt it in other places, at work, at the grocery store. That same pressure, always behind me, always silent. I told no one, because how do you explain something that never shows itself? Then one night my sister came over. She sat on the couch, looked around and said, "Why does your place feel heavy?" My stomach dropped. I didn't answer. She stared down the hallway toward my bedroom. "Something's wrong back there," she said. That night she slept over. We stayed up talking until late. At 2:40 a.m. she stopped mid-sentence. "Do you hear that?" I listened. Nothing. Then she whispered, "It sounds like breathing." The pressure returned instantly, stronger than ever. The hallway light flickered, and for the first time it spoke again, not to me, to her. It said, "He can see you now." My sister screamed. The pressure vanished. She left that night and never came back. The next morning, she texted me one sentence: "It's attached to you, not the apartment." That's when I started researching. Not ghost stories, not urban legends, sleep studies, neurology, psychology. I needed a rational answer. I found one article buried deep online. It talked about something called a watcher. Not a ghost, not a demon. A presence that forms when someone spends too much time awake at night, too much time alone, too much time listening to silence. It said watchers don't appear at first. They observe. They learn your schedule, your breathing, your fears. They don't hurt you. They wait. The last line of the article said, "If it speaks to someone else, it means it's ready." That night, I tried to confront it. I sat on my bed, lights off. 2:37 a.m. The pressure came instantly. I said, "I know you're here." Nothing. "I know you're watching." The air felt colder. "I want to see you." The breathing started, closer than ever. Then it said something I'll never forget. It said, "I've always been here." The pressure moved behind my eyes, and suddenly I understood. The watcher wasn't in my room. It wasn't behind me. It wasn't following me. It was using me. The reason it felt familiar, the reason it knew my name, it was built from my fear, from my thoughts, from the parts of my mind I never looked at. I don't know how to get rid of it, but I know this. If you're awake right now, if it's quiet, if you feel that pressure, don't turn around. Because once you acknowledge it, it stops watching and starts stepping closer.